I'm Frank the Tank Fleming. Boom, 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 boom. My name is Frank Earl Fleming. I am a talent extraordinaire.
Yes!
Oh, and there we go! It's a jingle! The Mets are the heart of New York. It beats in us. There is no fucking heart! There is absolutely no fucking heart in this goddamn motherfucking team!
All right, boys.
Let's go.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you? Oh
Yeah.
my God. Hey, how are you? Welcome to Meeting Minds, longest hour in recorded broadcast history. The boys are here. Al Carbone's here. My dad retired today and told his boss to go fuck himself today. So it's a great day. Let's go.
Big Papa
We got a couple special guests.
The guest of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we coming in here with first?
We're gonna bring Sherry Berry in first because I'm gonna play the video of how we kind of I think got her Frank on.
I just kind of like tip my head back and try and make sure I leave my throat open and
Good evening, my lady. How are we?
Oh, I'm good. I'm tired. It was a rough day of work, but I got through it. I've been awake since 3 a.m. today because of insomnia.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that'll
that's
get
not exactly fun.
It will keep you
Hopefully,
we got
hopefully
live.
this like gives you some excitement and we get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is gonna make my days so much better because I'd be working and then I have a lag and I would just kind of look at my feed for a minute.
Sherry. That's what we're here for.
I'm about to have like a Frank the Tank moment.
So you're gonna meet your man crush, Sherry. You're gonna meet your man crush.
Did you just spoil the surprise of the hour?
Yeah. How about this? Without further ado, let's bring in the only. We have a little intro before he comes in.
Another one.
Yeah, we have one. We have
first order of business. There are a lot of people who stayed here. I'm very thankful. I don't know why I'm kind of emotional.
You should be.
Oh no!
Frank the Tank. What's up, Frank?
Hey, how are you?
right on time, Frankie. How we doing?
All right.
Amazing. So I mean, was it the right time to leave? I just want to know because we're at a loss ourselves. I actually haven't stopped watching it since this morning.
Well, it was in between Met games. It was a doubleheader. That was when they played the Cardinals in the doubleheader.
Unbelievable. And disrespect.
And I was just looking at my watch and trying to figure out how much longer this is going to be. And
we had a question. Frank, we actually had a question from our some of our fans. They said something like they have trivia every night in a bar across America, Wednesday nights for the past 20 years, but this idiot thinks he finished directing the Titanic. So I think you embodied everyone's feeling.
Trivia is fun though, right? Did you have a great time? The sparkles were good, the confetti hit, right? I mean, I feel like you made it worthwhile, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
How'd the game go?
The Mets actually won the second game.
Amazing. So I mean, it was worthwhile in the end. I mean, you were good, right? I mean,
that's awesome, Frank.
Things took time, Frank.
What do you think of the Rico Kirk thing after the trivia? You think Kirk was being a little bit of a sore loser there? I stand with Rico on this. What do you think?
Well, Kirk's always carried his teammates. I mean,
thank you.
I mean, come on. He's had some bad teammates in the past. But for him to go after Rico is kind of ridiculous.
Do you think that had a lot to do with what has been going on in the world?
Well, Rico, Nate and Rico, that rivalry is just so hilarious.
Definitely.
And the thing is, if these two ever teamed up for a podcast, it would probably be the best sports podcast going, but they hate each other too much to actually do it.
Well, that's what's up in the air. That's what Portnoy said, right? I mean, that's what the big boss said.
We actually had a couple buddies of ours had to do on a podcast a couple days ago. That's actually coming out tonight. They talk a lot about the trivia stuff. Yeah. So I guess Nadu is the new teammate. That's what Kirk said.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he got announced the other day. Him and Carabas.
What do you think of Kirk, Frank? What do you think of Kirk?
I don't know Kirk that well. I just know when I faced him, I beat him.
I got a little.
You did. You dominated.
I think we proved that we're the 1-2, so Kirk Minahan could, go fly a kite.
Oh. I love that.
I love that.
Oh, Rico blocked me.
I had a special plan in place too. That if we would have met in a championship, I would have actually brought a kite for Kirk Minahan to fly.
That would have been awesome, but he wouldn't have been there because he's not a man of honor. Rico's a man of honor.
Rico showed up in New York. Kirk had the case to worry about.
I thought it was a funny sight seeing Rico sitting there by himself with 2 TV screen heads though next to him.
It was really funny. That was a great way. Do they do that often? Like when people don't fill in, when people can't show up, they just bring a TV in?
Well, most of the trivia was done remotely.
Okay.
It just was like this tournament was done at the studio, and
yeah,
it was just something unique and different.
So we have Sherry Berry on here. Sherry, you have any questions for Frank? We know you're a huge fan. Now we'll give you a little background on Sherry. Sherry made a comment on one of Dana Beer's yugging videos and did a yug of herself, and then we had her on the other day. I'm gonna play just a highlight from that video.
She's not finished. Oh.
I couldn't keep up.
The young master, Sherry Berry. What's going on? Do you have any questions here?
I just say Frank is like my favorite Barstool person. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous because I'm like,
oh, that's so cute. That's so cute.
So, I mean, how he feels about the Mets is how I feel about Michigan football, and it's like
to have that passion. It's nice. It's nice to share that.
I'm
so pessimistic about my football team because they are so terrible. We can't beat Ohio State at all, and
how does Jim Harbaugh keep his job? I mean,
I don't know how he got an extension. I was wondering that.
I mean, does Walmart pay Michigan? Walmart and Dockers must be paying Michigan a lot of money just to keep the khaki doctors.
Let me tell you, the games I watched last year when I had Hulu Live, I was screaming at my TV for the most part. Every time it's a big game for Michigan, you just know they're just going to let down. Exactly.
That's the way, man.
And of course, when I don't watch the game, they're doing well. And then when I turn it on, they tank. I'm like, oh, I'm jinxing my team.
What didn't make sense to me, Frank, about Sherry is she lives in the worst place to be a Michigan Wolverine fan, and now she doesn't even live anywhere near now. So like to become a Michigan fan and
what do you live in Columbus, Ohio?
I grew up in Mansfield, Ohio, so my family is Buckeyes, but of course I bucked the system and
there you go.
Been a Michigan fan since I was a kid.
Hey, how are you? That's pretty good.
That's how you do it.
And I'm a Detroit Red Wings fan, but then I'm a Browns fan and a Bengals fan and a Reds fan. Jesus,
that's depressing. Your fandom is depressing.
You're still standing.
I know.
You're a Brown and Bengal fan?
Hey, Frank, she's a complicated girl. She's a complicated girl.
Aren't they rivals?
We just saw her chug that bottle, Frank. I feel like that's saying a lot.
She has a lot of loving to give. And a lot of brain to pick apart.
My second team in football is the Giants, but it's definitely the Dolphins over the Giants.
Why? Just the undefeated thing? Or?
Maybe. I am Reno mainly.
And Giants just because you beat the Patriots, I guess?
Yeah, big time.
Fuck off. Oh, that was when you made the worm video, wasn't it?
The
worm video was one of the funniest videos.
You have those two things to hold on to.
Was that the Giant or the Patriots beating
Seven rings
or the Dolphins beating the Patriots? That was the worm video.
Just to chime in, I watched your passion fruit Jarritos review recently. You didn't seem to like that very much. You do a lot of these reviews, Frank, and the faces remind me of stuff I see very often when I don't like things. And
that was kind of a bitter soda.
When it doesn't vibe, it don't vibe, right? Like
Jarritos is good soda though. We sell that in the vending machines.
Quality soda. It's just they have
flavors.
right?
They have tons of different flavors, and some are good, some are bad. That's how you always. It's always
you get a 2-year-old one down the street, right?
Frank, that's the way to sum it up. So some are good, some are bad.
Yo, I'm gonna bring Killer K.
I mean,
we're gonna bring in the comment guy. The chat's fucking popping off. So what do you got, Killer?
I don't got much. I was trying to get the link sent to Montante.
Yeah,
Keller's in there. He's saying dumb shit.
Yeah,
Summer BA wears shin guards 24/7.
I don't wear shin guards. 24/7. Frank, can I show you a trophy of mine? Actually, Frank, can I show you a trophy of mine?
All right, yeah.
I did win. This is a basketball club participant from 2004-2005. So it's pretty big deal for me. So I was a basketball club participant.
After Dad retired today.
Well, you know who participant is. That's the guy that's the guy who goes 0 for 10 with the shooting.
Frank, I scored 10 points. I scored 10 points one day. I was like a legend. They're calling me Kobe of the court there. I got 10 in a game.
I told him 10 points, not that good. That's a participant.
Yeah.
I got 10 points in a game, Frank. I got 10 points in a game. So,
but it's a participation trophy.
Well, because it was Raptor ball. I'm from Toronto. I'm a Canadian guy. But
any trophies on the wall there, Frank?
No trophies.
None? Zero? No eating trophies or anything? Like I have to ask that much.
Nope.
Would you ever consider eating tournament of sorts?
Eating
battle or 1v1?
I have a choking problem, and
really?
I would choke.
Gag reflex happens, man.
I'll tell you, I have exactly.
Do you remember my review in Detroit when I tried to eat that hot dog fast?
No, but
I got stuck. It got stuck in my throat.
Oh, Frank, listen to this. I have a guy. I go golfing, and at the turn, we're always getting hot dogs. Right? This guy always eats his hot dog too quick, and then in the back nine, he's always puking it up. Maybe it's something similar.
Yeah, it's if I eat something too fast, I'll start like choking, like it will get stuck in my throat.
It doesn't go down. All right.
Yeah, I love the hot dog review. Do you still do those with Crocs, kid? I know you were working with Crocs over the summer. How's that guy? You ever talked to him? He's a weird guy.
I haven't talked to him in well over a year. Yeah. And he's completely gone off the rails, of course.
Yeah. I saw like some videos that were he's gone completely off.
I mean, he was a weird guy. He was kind of a weird guy. He actually walked around with like a necklace with a croc on it.
Yeah, that was weird. That was
really. I am I should be doing the comment. People are really so Frank. I'm a Leaf fan. I'm a big Leaf fan, and all these guys are Boston fans. They're fucking assholes.
I'm in Toronto. It is always quite exciting.
Don't go at the Leafs.
I'm in Toronto.
It's a bad place, Frank.
The Leafs are quite choking.
Frank, you know what?
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Dale.
Every time I see that, I die laughing. It's funny.
Frank, I'm a Leaf fan. The 20s is the decade of the Leafs. It's a big game tomorrow. I just want you to. I hope I have your support.
Well, I don't like the Canadiens.
No.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. I don't either.
They're really hard to cheer for. I hate the Leafs just because BA does. It's hard to cheer for the Canadians.
Young Leg actually said AJ said the 20s is the decade of the Leafs. So
do you realize if the Maple Leafs do not win this year, and I mean don't win the Stanley Cup, they will have the longest drought in NHL history.
Oh, you don't think I'm aware, Frank? You don't think I'm aware?
The Rangers went 54 years without winning a Stanley Cup, and now this will be 55 years.
Live look.
Oh, wait.
We got a live look at the Leafs.
We got a live look. Okay, we're gonna do. So, Frank, this is a live look at the Leafs play.
Oh, fail.
The hit was right to the head. Oh boy, that is scary. Seriously.
I still don't understand what the doctor was doing.
Frank, that's what I said earlier. The doctor's trying to cuddle his head and like.
If you remember that. If you remember when that happened, I was actually watching that at Barstow's office. And I was watching that with Ryan Whitney and Paul Bissonnette watching that. And they were both horrified.
It was crazy. I can't believe he's skating though, Frank.
And he's like, "It's not funny, guys. It's not fun." I'm like, "It just got rocked. Like it's got to be awesome." We watched the video 50 times that night. Just
that was it.
The hit was right to the head. Oh boy, that is scary.
I mean, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. That's
they just didn't expect him to
his head when it goes
I mean, believe it, he hurt his knee. He hurt his knee, not his head, because of the.
When's the last time you saw a hockey player, do that? It's basketball, that's soccer, that's a real ass flop right there, like that.
No, he wasn't flopping. He was.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he was unconscious.
Not there. He wasn't there. Yeah, man. I
remember, and this happened 25 years ago. It was the Rangers Stars game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who hit Mike Modano, but Mike Modano got hit. He got dinged. He got a concussion. Sure. They put him on the backboard. They put him on the stretcher, and they dropped him, putting him in the ambulance.
That's how you couldn't prove any more than that he's not there. Like, anybody else catches himself. This guy's half asleep, dead, stretcher, flat on his face.
Did you? I don't know if there's anyone there. I don't know if there's anyone there that's a Pittsburgh Pirate fan.
Not by choice, but I grew up a Pirates player in many little leagues. It was always my team.
What?
I was always on the Pirates.
Shut up.
My dad was the coach.
Did you see the play with Javier Baez yesterday?
No, I didn't, but you can explain it to me.
Look at the smile. The chat saying AAJ is actually saying, look at the smile on Sherry's face every time Frank talks. It's very intoxicating. It's very intoxicating.
It is almost hard to describe.
It's almost hard to describe.
It's beautiful.
He's my favorite.
You actually have to see the play to believe it. But essentially, this is what happened. 2 outs, runner on second. Javier Baez hits a ground ball to the third baseman. The third baseman throws the ball to first base. Now, instead of tagging first base and the inning being over, Javier Baez decided to start running back to home, and the first baseman followed him.
I saw this. This is wild.
The first baseman, who could have ended the play by tagging first base.
Just stepping on the base.
Yeah, just stepping on the base.
Mm-hmm.
If Javier Baez runs back to home plate, it doesn't matter. So instead of, and also if he tags Javier Baez, at any time, it's over.
It's over.
So he runs Javier Baez back to home plate. And then he sees the runner from second trying to score. Yeah. So he flips the ball to the catcher. The catcher can't make the tag. None of them are tagging. Still, you could still tag the base and Javier Baez be out.
He would be out the whole time because he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
So the catcher misses the tag. Did Javier Baez start running back?
The catcher missed the tag?
Yes.
All he had to do was tag first.
But the run is still wiped out. But the run is still wiped out if they could get Javier Baez at first base.
Yeah.
And Javier Baez is actually celebrated safe, stood there at home plate, didn't do anything, and then starts running to first base because nobody was at first base.
They just let it out.
Wait, it gets better.
The catcher throws the ball into right field, and Javier Baez is now safe at first, and then goes to second.
I'm watching it now.
Second, and the ball to second.
Oh, now I get what you're saying. It was like a forced play to first base, and Javi just ran back to home. Like that's the genius. Wow.
But the thing is this: all they had to do was touch first base. There was 2 outs, no run score.
Yeah, this is some T-ball shit, guys. This is some T-ball shit. This is how BA got all those trophies. Everyone, he ran back to home after he got walked. You want to see my trophies? The bat.
I mean, I know the Pittsburgh Pirates are a bad team.
Yeah, but you can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. And the catcher throws it to the outfield. Oh my God!
People actually in the chat are saying, people are saying in the chat that they love Jay interrupting. Just to repeat what Frank just said earlier. So if Jay's just parroting Frank, that's pretty good.
I mean, to me, how does that happen in major leagues? How does that happen in minor leagues? How does that even happen in college and high school?
Frank, it's almost
okay.
Why are we here?
I would expect little leaguers to actually have more sense than that.
So, Frank, not to change the subject, we have a gentleman that's very interested in pitching you a hot dog review idea in New Jersey. So here he is.
I've been waiting, Frank. If you
Yes.
can guess, who's New York Knicks number 34 first?
Was that Charles Oakley?
Charles Oakley.
Probably. This is Eddie Curry.
Ooh, braid sensation.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
He's
you were talking about a Nick that actually mattered.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
Wait,
wait,
Eddie
this is
Curry.
the worst.
Eddie Knicks my lifetime matter, but
Okay, wait.
Not Eddie Curry, who actually was actually a big bust, a big mistake for the Knicks.
It's an ironic jersey. I have a Knicks Curry and I have a Mets Lastings Millage, so I like to have joke jerseys.
How about getting a Lindor jersey? Because that one's been a
We're
gonna get to
Frank.
Lindor.
To be fair, he's hitting a good 180. He's playing a great glove too. He stinks, but
Montante hey, wait, sorry, Montante. The chat saying, oh, sorry.
When I see 34 Knicks, I think Charles Oakley.
Yeah. You're my friend next to me here.
Everyone does.
I would have never been able to.
Class of what, like 90 something?
He was on the. He was on the Knick teams that were.
No, I'm saying when did you graduate Montclair?
What was that?
When did you graduate Montclair?
2000.
Okay, so my friend I'm with, he graduated 2013.
Montante, the chat is saying you got roasted by Frank hard. We got roasted, Montante.
I want to get roasted, but no, Frank. Before
that matters.
Tank roasted. Before Twitter deleted my old account because I'm not on the right side politically. I'm too.
Okay, Montante.
I want to do a hot dog review. We got to do the two traditionals. We go Windmill and we go Max's and Long Branch.
I'm gonna be down there eventually. I definitely want to do both of them.
I have a third spot that you've never heard of that you'll be a big fan of. There is a spot in Red Bank. You know Red Bank?
Yes.
There is a guy who sent 4 kids to college selling hot dogs for 30 plus years. Right up your alley. And we used to DM back in the day before I got the boot from Twitter, but we're
not here to do matchmaking. That's Sherry and Frank, not you and Frank. Okay, come fucking down.
No,
I actually have a question. I have a question about
companionship for one Saturday. Let's eat hot dogs.
I have a question about hot dog reviews. Did you
do
hot dog Johnny's?
Well, email me and I'll see if we could set it up. We'll have to set up a camera and do a whole bunch of shooting because I want we always make the hot dog reviews the extra special things, not just.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Max's?
No, I've never been to any of those places.
Oh, you've been to Windmill though?
No.
Really?
Nope.
Because there's 3 windmills, but there's one. The original is in Long Branch. There's one in Asbury. There's one in Neptune. Max is only one.
Carbone is saying, Frank, check your watch because Montante, your time's up. Okay, Montante, the time's up. I think his time's up. So
hot dogs matter. I just think in New Jersey.
I think it's time though. Sorry for an attack ad. I think John. I think we ought to do it. We do attack ads here, Frank.
It is attack ad time. So we don't do regular ads, Frank. We just do attack ads here. And since you were on, and we have this video to show something you hate, we found something you're passionate about hating. So I'm just going to play the video, then we'll do our attack ad.
Hours-long delays and cancellations for NJ Transit, LIRR, and Amtrak for the rest of the day.
New Jersey Transit is the absolute worst. I'm not going to get to my game now because they are incompetent.
This man.
So we chose New Jersey Transit because we know you're passionate about that. So we just want to say fuck New Jersey Transit.
So Jay,
they all suck. They are just truly pathetic, putrid. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
I mean, train delays every fucking day. I mean, it's ridiculous. Why even have a schedule?
Let me get in here for a sec, Jay. Let me get in here for a sec. Fucking Jersey Transit. Fuck it.
Fucking Jersey Transit, yo.
Sherry, you want to do one?
Fuck New Jersey Transit.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. I've never had to use public transportation, but sounds like I would be pissed at them too.
Yeah.
It must be hell. In New York, it's supposed to be great down there, right? Crank, like that's supposed to be the best ever.
The subways are usually pretty good.
Yeah. So you have success downstairs, but not
Frank.
upstairs.
Wow.
Right?
But Long Island Railroad is terrible. I don't know much about Metro North. I assume that they're pretty bad too.
Where do you venture most often? What's like your like to a Met game or something? I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
I don't even have to bother with the subway when I go to Barstool's office.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That close.
I'm gonna bring him on Montante. See if we got anything in the comments.
Yeah, they actually are fair. They're the office of Barstool is close to Penn Station, where I just get out from Penn Station and walk.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to pay a guy $5 to find directions. That's usually how I find my way when I get out of Penn Station. I usually have to give someone $5. Where the hell do I go? I always would get lost out of that freaking train station. What's up, Killer? What you got on the comments, bud?
Well, if you're on 7th Avenue and you're looking to your left, you're going uptown. If you're looking to your right, you're going downtown. And on 8th Avenue, it's the reverse.
Well, I'm never down that far, like only when I'm off the bus. You get off the bus, you're right there. You know what I'm saying? So like going uptown is way up, right? I mean, like I should just worry about going midtown, I guess, right? Like going 42nd-ish, right? Like that's time, that's like, and I never freaking register that shit.
Times Square is around 42nd and Broadway.
Yeah, that's about all I freaking know.
Frank, what do you think about Francisco Lindor?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking about it.
He's terrible.
Why?
He fooled everybody.
Got money?
He fooled everybody. He's lost all his skill and ability.
I didn't see us talking Mets, but I mean, if we're gonna bring Mets talk into this, do you think he's the biggest jip you guys have, like? Is he Kyle Crawford worthy? I mean, I can only relate it to Red Sox problems.
Yes.
So he's that bad. So
yes,
but he's nasty, right? Like he's not. Really, I don't think he's at the end of his career, is he?
I haven't seen anything resembling a all-star or anything resembling anyone that's good enough. The guy can't even fucking hit his weight.
Okay, all right. Well, who was the shortstop right before? Was it Ramirez? Was the big guy?
Ahmed Rosario.
No, I'm saying like the big name guy. Oh, Jose Reyes. Jose Reyes is who I'm thinking about. Wasn't he the same type of person? Make a lot of money, not ever pan out much.
No, he had his good years with the Mets.
And Lindor's just completely sucky, and he's ruining your life.
Yeah, well, his second tenure with the Mets, he was basically washed up.
And no pitching, no help on that front whatsoever. You lost all the boys.
Well, everyone's friggin' hurt.
Mm-hmm. And that's how they're ending their career.
I mean, the Mets have been their bullpen's actually been pretty good for the most part, but it's just been they just can't fucking hit. Their lineup is feeble.
Harry, can the chat's asking? Can you chug a beer for the boys, or is that too much to ask? Or no?
I don't chug beer. I don't.
No, it's for Sherry. Sorry, Frank. I was talking to Sherry.
No pressure, Sherry. No pressure.
We're trying to stop Sherry from doing it. Oh no.
Okay, sorry.
But I was hoping Lindor was going to do well with the Mets because he used to be with the Indians.
Yeah.
So I was hoping he'd do well. But
I've always liked him on the Indians. Like
that's a lot of money to pay for him.
They just in the World Series, Frank? Like they've been in the World Series recently, right? Or ALCS anyway.
No, they've been in the playoffs almost every year recently.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the World Series in 2016 and blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, well, I mean, blame Lindor, right? Blame Lindor.
And the next year they had a 2-0 lead in the ALDS against the Yankees and blew that.
Oh, well, I mean, that's almost as bad as the Leafs, I guess.
Cleveland has a serious curse, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why we let them have Tito Francona. There was only so much losing they could do here in Boston.
Do you realize that the Cleveland up until 1995,
the movie.
I mean, they went 30 years.
The movie,
they went almost 40 years without even contending, where they were not in any pennant race.
My favorite scenes are like in the beginning of Major League and Major League 2 when the landscapers are outside and they're just talking in Asian or whatever. They're still shitty, like they're just the Indians. You always knew the Indians were the worst team. Like they were never ever have it. They were the Red Sox. They were the Browns. They were like nobody ever saw.
Yeah, they in the era of two divisions, they never were in any race. They from 69 until 94, And 94, when the strike hit, they were actually looking pretty good. They were
strike was in 94, Frank? It was in 94?
94, 95.
Was it 94?
The Red Sox were first place?
No, 94. 94 was the strike year. But when the strike hit in August, the Indians were in wild card position and a couple of games out of first.
That was 94?
And then that whole season got washed out, right? Like
and that was the first time in 35 years that the Indians were actually in playoff contention.
Yes. People are saying it's always great when they talk Asian in Major League too. So DJ Sullivan, that's what he said. I don't know what talking Asian means actually, but
they talk in Chinese or Japanese or whatever, and they're landscaping in the beginning of the movie.
Frank, you seem pretty occupied. What are you doing right now? What are you doing?
I'm just playing with an old starting lineup figure of Ray Ordonez.
Oh,
Ray Ordonez. I had a question at my softball.
How do you play with those figures? How do you play with those figures?
Oh my god, you don't.
Well, I just have a keychain on it. That's all.
Oh, nice.
Why? Sorry, Warden. Why does Roberto Alomar get hated on so much? Because he spit on that umpire?
He's not a good person.
Okay, so it's It's the same reason why a buddy of ours, well, not a buddy of ours, but Mr. Kirk Minahan seems to shame Manny Ramirez because he took care of the
Jay is like in
once upon
Jay
a time.
thinks Kirk can do no wrong. He's like
Kirk hates Manny. I love Manny.
He had a consultant job with Major League Baseball and was involved and had things to do with the Blue Jays and. He's recently lost both of them. They've took his name down from the level of excellence in Toronto because he's got sexual harassment, assault complaints.
Shit like that. Real problems.
Oh, actually, Frank, in the chat we have Ziggy's Red Rocket said he wants to cover Frank's head in cocoa butter and give him a Nuru massage. That's not bad, eh? That's not bad.
Is that a zero blade on the top?
I think Sherry might want to do that too. I don't know.
That's a little weird.
That's a little weird.
It is a little weird. Yeah, I don't know.
We have weird fans.
We have the weirdest fans. So Sherry, I think give your pitch to Frank. I know you're a bit nervous, but I think Frank's a bit nervous too. So what do you think?
I don't know. I just think it'd be fun watching a game with Frank. Just baseball.
Interesting. So do you think Frank, Sherry, you go to the game, you chug some beers, Sherry would chug some beers, get the fans going? Frank doesn't chug beers. We know that. Frank doesn't chug beers.
How many glizzies can you take down at the game? Because I feel like I've done probably 4 or 5.
A lot at the
game. I can do 4 or 5 easily.
Yeah,
you can do 4 or 5? 4 or 5 beers?
Sherry chugs beers. Hot dogs.
Beers are expensive and then
they're like fucking $7 now at Citi Field. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
yeah, Frank, you got that Steve Robinson money? You got that Steve Robinson cash?
Cash in on that Bitcoin, Frank?
I don't have any cryptocurrency, unfortunately.
Smart man. Don't let him fool you. Dave couldn't even fool you the other day with the Safe Moon bet. That was amazing. We got BA over here.
I bought Safe Moon, yeah.
I mean, I just don't know anything about this cryptocurrency. I just think one day we're gonna wake up and see, just to find out it's just one big bubble, and you're gonna see a lot of people hurting from it. I mean,
we're gonna crash like the Mets. They're gonna disappoint everyone like the Mets do year after year, right? Cryptocurrency will disappoint like the Mets.
Any final thoughts on the Mets? Juan Lagares. Juan Lagares is one guy I just wanted to pan out more than I think he's able to. Any thoughts on him?
I used to call him 180 because he couldn't hit.
So Jackie Bradley Jr., I guess, is all I have.
Only worse. Jackie Bradley Jr. actually had a little bit of hitting ability compared to him.
He won a game the other day with a ground ball.
I have some questions for Frank. These are not going to be baseball oriented, though. I have barstool questions.
Don't know
How is it being full time now? Is it a big difference?
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day, Portnoy kept saying he wasn't going to go full time with you because you'd be at the office nonstop, but now you're at the office nonstop and you're a hit there. So I'm happy to see your journey on that. You crushed it. I was happy. Other questions I have for you. Are you guys doing anything more with Doug's? I love the Doug's content.
We'll see. When I'm still looking for a house, so
yeah,
I'm gonna go out looking for a house tomorrow. I hopefully I find something.
Look at that house hunting's. It's been a pain for me out here.
Why don't you get you got to get Liz Gonzalez on it like Portnoy had. Everybody found Portnoy found his house from Liz. That's his girl.
She's a real estate.
Liz.
Apparently, that's who found his condo.
I know. I actually think we know someone in real estate that might be able to help.
Yeah.
He's now working for.
Interesting.
Barstool.
Very interesting.
We have a special guest.
We have a very special guest. Couple questions. Hey, dummy. Hey, how are you?
Yo, what's going on?
How are you?
Thanks for having the opportunity, Frank. Big fan. I was a big blog reader of yours, and when you came on board,
is that a beard, dummy? Is that a beard?
Yeah. What's going on here? You look like a different human.
What's with your chin?
Things aren't good. You know, I was hoping the case would close out the mystery.
Oh, you're hoping the case had some closure. You were hoping the case had closure.
Yeah, it's tough not finding.
What do we got for Frank here?
What do we got? Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was telling Frank, I had to jump on. Tell him I'm a big. I used to go to the old sports. Is the Sports Encyclopedia website still alive?
Somewhat. I haven't updated in a long time. I need more help with it.
Really?
Okay. GVE has a strong staff.
What kind of help do you need?
GVE can help you.
I need help. People who could help me update it. I got a couple of people who have interested. I'm going to try to set them up to get them to help me update it. But it's just I just don't have the time anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, GVE, we are GVE. We have like a conglomerate of individuals that just do stuff for free. So if you wanna cash in,
tap into those resources.
Email me, and I'll see if I can set some of you guys up to help.
Yeah, we have coders. We have everything. We got
everything.
Because the Falcon people that set me up, that fixed up my website, did not do as good a job as I should.
Do they ever, Frank?
I mean, it's so complex how to update it when really it shouldn't be. It's through WordPress, and I got to upload the manager here, update the manager here, instead of just updating the freaking page.
We got people for that. Dummy, what's up with it? I'm actually I'm more interested. But dummy, what do you got to say?
Nothing. I was all excited about the Frank man in the house.
We are too, man.
We're excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of. So I was always a Frank fan. I used to read the Sports of the Day. Really enjoy those blogs.
I mean, it's just a little tough. I'm still trying to write my Florida adventure blog, and that's going to come out this weekend. First part of it.
Good.
Now, do you consider yourself the #1 sports person at Barstool Sports?
No, there are people that probably know more than me, but
I don't
like who? Name one. Name names.
I think he has one at the top of his list.
Brandon Walker? I don't think so.
No, he knows.
No, people like Big Cat, but you know what? These people actually have connections that help them.
Yeah. So you think they need help, and you do it, and you wouldn't need that help.
I don't quite have the connections that they do.
If you had the connections, you'd be tough. You'd be top notch. You'd be better than them, I would say.
I mean, the connections help.
How are you with how connection wise are you with Carabas?
I know
both really good baseball fans.
I know him here and there, but he doesn't come to the office enough.
Yeah, and he likes Boston too much.
We got some questions from the chat. Frank, who takes the biggest shits in the office? That's Alker.
That's a good question. That I don't know.
No,
Frank, don't put on airs with us. Come on, you know. Is it you? Is it you, Frank?
I don't study that. I don't.
No. You don't say that? Is it you, Frank?
Back in the old office, I think it was impossible for people not to know because the bathroom was right next to it.
Do you have a least favorite employee?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everyone has a least favorite employee everywhere.
Do you have one though? If you had to choose,
probably.
What would you say? Like, if you want to give us a guess,
I feel like you asked the wrong question, BA. I think
I'm not going to divulge.
Okay, I have a next question. Barstool toilet paper, 2-ply, 4-ply, 6-ply. What kind of ply is the toilet paper at Barstool?
0-ply.
I might. It's basically 2-ply.
2-ply?
How do you manage that, Frank? I haven't wiped with toilet paper in 20 years.
A what?
Yeah.
What?
20 years. Easily 20 years. I don't know.
What'd you say, Jay? What the fuck?
Ma, how long we been buying Huggies?
Hey, Jay, know what?
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck
Dale.
I'm just saying, I haven't used toilet paper unless I'm drying off a fresh Huggy. I don't usually use toilet paper.
Are you the poodle? What do you have to say about that?
That's basically too much information.
I'm sorry. I think people pride themselves on TP way too much. And when people were going crazy last summer over the toilet paper crisis, Frank, I'm just sitting there like what are we doing? There's no point.
Fuck gathering of the goats. Dummy, do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I got kicked out by John. He said that I was making too much noise. John got
you. I was mute. I just meant I was muting you. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Frank's got the right idea. I think this episode of Meeting of the Minds is winding itself down.
It's the longest hour in broadcast history. It's okay. It's the longest hour at 41 minutes, but it's the longest hour. But it's okay, Jay.
I gotta get ready to write my on this date blog.
There you go.
Things happen. Things take time, and we thank you, Frank. It's been exciting. We've gone over everything, I think.
So, Frank, before you leave, Sherry, final words to Frank, guys. This is all because of you.
I did want Frank S to win trivia. I was hoping you guys were gonna win.
Was it that rough?
Yeah, it was rough.
I saw Robbie smiling.
Frank, Young Leg is asking, can Sherry get your Snapchat? Can Sherry get your Snapchat?
I'm not on Snapchat.
I'm actually not on Snapchat either.
Interesting. Okay, we'll figure out a way for you
guys
to
are made
connect.
for each other. Really?
That's pretty. That's like a match made in heaven. That's soulmates kind of stuff.
Well, thanks again, Frankie.
All right, see you in the round.
Got you, bud.
Thanks for
Jay ruined this. Jay ruined this.
Let's go over.
We're gonna go over because we have 20 minutes. Jay,
we have 20
why
minutes.
are we talking about baseball for fucking 30 minutes? It's okay.
Here's the deal.
How come I got kicked out?
I think. Oh no, I must have accidentally bumped you.
Thank you, Frank. You're the best.
I was muting you because there was a click noise. It was unlistenable.
Well, Jay talking about toilet paper was unlistenable.
I got a big guy on screen. I think he can handle it. He uses 2-ply. That's
First of all, it's
insane.
the longest hour. You should have said you got straight to the hour, but it's okay.
A guy like that.
Okay. No one listens to me. No one listens to me.
Yeah, we're always doing an hour, never any less. But to keep someone on there without you having questions or anything,
I had questions. I started going for
the kept going then. Should have kept going because he looked at his watch and I wasn't gonna let him do it again.
John had better questions. Sherry had
maybe,
better questions.
Maybe they should have kept being asked.
You can't.
A lot of lows. Sherry,
I think I was okay. It wasn't my best performance, but I think
were
Sherry
you
needed
in the
Sherry
beginning?
needed to chug a beer. Sherry, you need to chug a beer. I
I'm
was trying to
sorry,
get you to
it's
save it.
just-
You know
It's
what?
been a
And then I
long
said,
day.
It was a really long day.
"Oh, that's
why
fine,
I
but you
asked.
need to chug a beer."
It wouldn't be a good chug because I got a headache, a long day, and
Yeah, I mean, if you just let it fall on your face, we probably would have enjoyed it more. But dummy,
is Sherry team
where's
sneaks?
the fire?
First of all, Grover, I'm at my parents' house, so
yeah, well, I can't be blamed for that. You stepped on my toes.
I did. I didn't know you had toes to step on. But the toilet paper thing was funny.
I did bomb. I had some good moments, though. I did have some good moments.
Overall, I think I
did bomb.
Trophy thing was not well received.
Wait, why was he jumping in and out off?
I was not. Well, I'll take that as well. But no, actually, it got well received when I said.
Sherry was here. Can we ask her?
Jeez. What?
We're sitting here ripping ourselves like.
No, Sherry's the biggest GEV you get.
A proper perspective from an
First of
outside
all,
source.
Jay, when I told Frank I dropped 10, that was funny. We started. Frank was going into it. He was involved. When you were talking, whatever. It's okay.
John, you should have given him some cryptocurrency too.
I was told not to lead.
You should have given him some Dogecoin.
Honestly, I thought it went as
down in the
expected.
dumper. No, it was fine.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty good.
Give him some Doge. That would have been sweet.
Yeah, Doge is down in the dumper. We're still up a boatload. We're still up a boatload. But It's down in the dumper. It sure is. It's like almost.
I turned my back on you, dummy. I turned my back on you. That's what you say to me. I'm more happy to talk to you than fucking Frank the Tank. I hope you know that.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it. Is all I'll say.
I have a funny way of showing it. I said, how's your fucking little chin shit, man? That was awesome.
Yeah, that was funny.
Things are rough down here.
I think I'm gonna put this way. I didn't do the best. I didn't do the best of my abilities, but that's okay. You know, I'll take it with the chin. But we still got the bandits. I respected the chat as much as I could. I did respect chat. I had a good little.
No, you know,
whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to be perfect. I agree with it. I agree with this. This is what you know.
Did you know he was coming on? Yeah. Or was it a random guess?
No,
it was like it was as we knew, but it was random.
But when we tried to do planning and we got yelled at.
Actually, Zonker said great show, but Jay needed to be gagged. The baseball talk went on a little bit too long.
But Jay needs to be gagged.
And then Jay saying he didn't use toilet paper is the reason Frank the Tank left.
That was I wouldn't have mentioned that.
He said too much information, so I feel like that was perfect.
I think he loves.
Also, I was trying to get Sherry Frank the little love connection going. I think we did a good job, but whatever.
I'm kind of talking to someone, but
it's so funny. We have more people watching now. That Frank.
Yeah, we do.
Frank was here.
That's because Tommy brings the viewers, dude. That's why he texted us. I immediately got
our viewers.
Sherry.
He asked most shit in the office. Right, yeah, that was a chat question.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Let them do the show. We can talk later.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know.
So
it was great talking to him.
Exactly.
And he's my favorite stool personality, and
I think.
But I mean, there's so many stool personalities I just love too. It's like that's what makes them all great. I think they're so much more fun to watch than Fox Sports or ESPN.
Because you're more personable with them, like you're.
Well, they're.
A lot of people are blaming this on Montante. Actually.
They're more fun.
That's not fair.
They're more
That's
fun
not fair.
to watch. They crack me up.
Montante came in, and I don't know.
I understand, sure.
Wow, Grover's just being a dick to me. I think it's all in the ruse. He was getting to me for a second, but he was getting to me when he said, "I thought the shits in the office was a good question." Actually, who takes the biggest shits? Because he's like
That was. I don't know if I would have asked that myself.
That was the chat, though. I respected the chat.
No, you gotta ask that.
Sherry, if you felt we were going a little,
I didn't see that question in the chat.
No, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up now.
My eyes are blind.
I'm gonna pull it up. Al Carbone said, and I said Al Carbone asked.
Oh, I see it.
You see it?
So how come people can tell people that they use toilet paper, but I can't say I don't? I don't
Actually, Yaki Brantley Jr. said investigate 9/11. 9/11 was perpetrated by our own government.
We weren't doing politics.
I am rattled, Warden. I am rattled. My dad retired today. He told his boss to go fuck himself, and I'm at my parents' house. I'm not at my condo, so I'm not in my natural position. But I didn't use that as an excuse. I didn't use that as an excuse. I used that as motivation to try to succeed. You know.
What motivation do you think you have every other night that you don't have tonight? Okay, all right. Because we do a show every other night too. It's not just tonight.
I did bring I brought the drops in a good point. Shut the fuck up. I did bring the shut the fuck up at one point.
Well done.
Allison T. Box. Hey, we got Allison T. Box in the chat. That's awesome.
I want Al to know that
it's because his interjection actually going blind, or is
can I ask you a question? What did Justin say about slaves? He said he feels bad. So he can't hear when slaves are like, what a fucking
DM'd Rob.
I can't even talk about slaves because I'll get emotional. Is that what he said?
He said that they get him nervous. Kirk asked him why he was shaking, talking to him. As we all know, he probably does shake when he talks to Kirk because he's.
I can see that happening.
But he was also talking about slaves, and he said that he had been talking about slaves. I want Al to know that if she watched that Frank, he seemed to have gone through a rough day too. Like he seems like it was the end of the day.
Frank, he came on. He was doing a good job.
He asked to come on 9 or 10. I mean,
also this is a good comment. Bidet Do you have a bidet, Jay? Do you have a bidet?
I have always wondered on.
So you don't use toilet paper. You don't have a bidet. That's very interesting to know.
Huggies. I said Huggies. The reason for this is because I was really.
Well, I'm gonna say Justin. DJ Sullivan said Justin. Can I say something, Jay? Can I say something?
Wipes that my
Can
nephew
I say something, Jay? Please. Can I say? Remember I said.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead, BA. Sorry.
Justin said there's over 400K slaves in the USA today, but there's actually 7 billion slaves in the world today because everyone's a slave to the money. So Justin was wrong about that, I would say.
I guess if you consider money.
I'm having a good day.
I thought today was great.
Who is this asshole?
I think we're ending on a
junior. Fuck it. Fuck this guy saying 9/11 shit and all that stuff.
I don't know. I mean, BA back to comment duties, everyone. Thank you.
I at least respect. I did the comments. Whatever.
Without you, we don't have comments, I guess. But that's not the whole show, Mike. Jesus, how's you good though? Otherwise, you're content with the show tonight. You're content with
I had a great time.
That happened.
I wish I was at my condo, but
I swallowed 2 hot dogs. Nobody said a word. I ate both my hot dogs.
Oh no, don't worry. There was a bunch of people pissed you were eating in the middle of the show.
I wasn't really watching, but I'm glad that the chat got respected. I'm glad that we got Mets talking. Not too much hockey talk, actually. Just Island just shot. Comments always a pressure. I mean, that goes without saying. He's in it. He's new. He doesn't understand.
I started going at the comments, and that was good.
Do you read the comments, Sherry? As we're going?
I'm trying to, but
you try to keep up with it. All right. So
I'm listening to everyone talking more than I'm looking at the comments. So
I look at the comments more than people talk.
Have you ever heard of? Have you guys ever heard of those hot dogs he was talking about? I want to eat them, but you don't like hot dogs.
I don't like hot dogs.
I would give us,
but I still love watching the review. Justin,
I'd give us a C-.
I wouldn't do that. I'd give us a B-.
I respect people who like hot dogs. It's just I'm kind of picky about what I like to eat. So
you eat meat?
Yes.
All right,
I like steak.
All right.
But I just don't like cheeseburgers, but I like hamburgers. So I'm.
Today was National Burger Day or something like that.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I seen some meme on it, but I didn't know it was.
Every day is a freaking day.
Right?
It's not fair to everybody else.
I can't keep up with them.
Someone put that in the history books. Every day is a day. But Jay's man.
You don't let me breathe, John. Can I breathe? What was so hard about today, Cher?
Oh wait, no. It says I got no respect for the chat. I'm so sorry. No, I didn't mean to not have respect for the chat. I'm on my phone and my eyes suck and I have to squint to read it. So I'm so sorry.
Why do you think? Why, Zon? Because I was talking about Huggies. Like I wipe my butt with Huggies. It's not like I don't use anything.
I use baby wipes.
Yes.
Why didn't you say that?
They call them Huggies.
No, Huggies are diapers.
I call Huggies baby wipes.
Well, not we don't cut people. The world, as you.
Well, did you think that I was taking shits in my diapers?
I don't know what you were doing.
Did Frank think I shit myself regularly?
I got 9 actually, Grover. It's 9.
Is that what happened, John? Did Frank think I was shitting myself?
You never mentioned that you use wet wipes. You just mentioned you
no.
shit.
You did not mention you use wet wipes, Jay.
No.
And then after I was like, yeah, I gotta go.
I'm thinking Huggies is diapers, not.
I think young leg, we gotta watch it back and see if we got clips of Frank. I think we got some clips.
Well, how about this? How about you watch your back?
Well, why don't you watch your back, John? Coming in and out like a coming in and out like a black man.
Shit. He thought I was
in
using
a kid's
diapers.
life.
He thought I was using diapers.
I never would have called wipes Huggies. I would have called them.
I know.
Wet wipes.
Just like
Huggies, they're not. Huggies doesn't make them.
Oh my god! It's like a soda Pepsi thing. Like I want a Pepsi, I want a soda. It's like
Huggies doesn't make them.
It is not. It is not.
The same thing.
I don't know
it's
if
not.
they do
It's
or
not.
not.
It's not. It's not. It's not a soda thing. What calling Huggies wet wipes is not a soda Coke or soda pop.
I will give Jay this though. Oh shit.
That's the brand. Natural Care.
You know why Jay gets those with
Natural
his
Care?
card? Jay gets those with his snap card.
Yeah, I called my fucking. Yeah, you're such a fucking idiot. You're such an idiot. Hey Ma, how long we been buying Huggies for?
Terry, how's your week been since we talked?
We switched from
yesterday. Oh no, that was 3 days. 2 days ago.
2 days ago. I don't know. This is only the second.
Well, Sherry, you really disappointed me.
So
I have to say,
I'm trying to keep up with the chat. So this is
don't worry about what the chat.
I care about.
We have a comment guy for that.
I'm the comment guy, so Sherry, don't worry. When there's a good comment, I read it. I put all the comments, but when there's a good one, I read it. So
this is a good time. I'm enjoying it. And
it's fun once we get a vibe
just
going.
been working and on Twitter because I'm got nothing better to do. Listen podcasts.
Young Leg is right, Sherry. I thought you were gonna shoot your shot. You didn't really shoot your shot. You got nervous. I was trying to wingman you.
I'm so sorry. I got a headache and
it's one of those days. It's a long race.
I'll do it on another podcast.
Yeah, like Zonker. Zonker is the most long-winded guy in the world that I've ever talked to. Like he's like, where's like Zonker talk? Right? It's okay, but Sherry, you didn't chug the beer. You should need it. This is your moment to chug the beer.
That's pressure.
It was your moment. I'm just saying, it was your moment. I'm not saying pressure. It's your moment to chug a beer with Frank the Tank.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It felt, I don't know. Well, the headache and also just like he says he doesn't chug beer, so I didn't.
You were nervous. You're putting on airs. You got to be yourself. You got to be yourself.
I am, but
you got to be yourself.
Headache was the headache and not.
You don't gotta. You got to be yourself, Sherry. I'm sorry, but did you think Frank was more handsome in person? Now that you saw him, or do you think Frank would be more handsome in person?
I don't know. I just think he's got a great personality, so that makes him
he's
a great person. And
I've never talked to him, seen him.
It was great talking to him live. I mean, I think he's a cooler person.
This is a great day for me in the Mines, I have to say.
This is a great week.
This whole week.
This is the guest game, John. This is the guest week, eh? We got guests every day.
Yeah, guest week. Every year, this will be guest week.
Frank the Tank. Hey, we might have GV in on the encyclopedia, sportsencyclopedia.com.
It's funny because Frank the Tank got basically funding from Big Brain, and then got hired by Barstool and just never did anything for that money he got for Big Brain. So Portnoy basically called that dead right. I was trying to bring that up.
You should have stayed in a bit more. The thing is, we should have kicked out Sherry a bit, brought Sherry in and out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's like we should have kept us three on the whole time and kicked out other people. You know?
Yeah, but I love Sherry and Frank.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm not trying to be a dick. You could kick me out too.
I haven't said it all night. I felt like I needed to get one out.
I've been very nice today.
I've been very nice.
We haven't been nice. I've had to be nice.
I'm getting less and less.
To be nice because I feel like it's fucking 3 a.m. and I'm screaming around. I'm at my parents' house. My dad just Sherry. My dad retired today, and I heard him talk to his boss and say, "Fuck you. The reason I'm retired is because of you. You don't know any leadership." Whatever. It was the best moment of my life to see my dad in that moment in his element. He is like all his staff came over. Like 30 staff came to see him.
Damn. I don't know. I don't think I could ever do that. Fine. I mean,
the thing is, Warden, when he's there for comments, he should be there for comments. Sorry,
that's true. That's fine. I'll take.
He's got balls. I give him respect for doing that. Just saying.
What? Coming on?
Or telling his boss what he.
His dad. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's leaving. Why not? Right.
I think Warden and Grover are in the same token. They get at me a lot because I didn't do too bad, but I wasn't.
We expect more of you. If I was in that comments and not on this freaking screen with you, I'd be up. I wouldn't. They're nice. They're so nice to you. So nice. I had an option tonight, and I didn't even play that card. And I told you what it was. I have a new phone number in my phone now. All right. I didn't even call it. I wanted to call it. Zonks, he lost interest starting with the dump question and what sort of.
That's exactly. But Jay, I was asking chat questions, and you started saying I don't wipe my ass with toilet paper. So let's each take a little bit
40
of
minutes of Frank the Tank. I feel like we're fine.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about work. I'm just saying I wouldn't if I were leaving somewhere.
I would give my
I'd just leave
performance a D.
quietly
I'd give my performance a D because I've had better performances.
Just die.
I guess.
Remember when we interviewed?
Dumb question is a good clip. That's going to be a good
question for you, and then sent it to you to ask the same question.
For
like
me,
I think BA has a question about this. BA, what's up?
I didn't even read. I wasn't reading the private chat at all.
No. This was when I said when we interviewed Zonker.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Zonker.
That was
like Zonker trying to be like Zonker. Zonker's right, but
I love Zonker, but like I don't really care what he has to say.
At the end of the day,
I like the guy. I kind of think you guys did a good job here letting everybody.
Thank you, John. Actually, thank you, Jordan. I thought we did okay. We did the best.
I think the only reason we're talking about anything that we're talking about is because BA is only reading the comments, and we're not allowed to talk.
I was not only reading the comments at all.
The only reason I know what Zonker said right now is because you brought it up. The only reason I know what this guy said right now, this guy said right now, that guy said right now, this guy said right, is because you're bringing it up. Well, I already thought what I thought. I don't need that's fine.
You don't need any other person's input on what your thought because your thoughts are always perfect. Your thoughts are always perfect.
I don't have any thoughts. Zero. We talked about what we thought. You gave a C-, I gave a B-. The chat Grover sums it up perfectly. There's no better way to say it. Sherry was the star of the show. Frank is king of he's like the GOAT of GVE now, pretty much.
I think Kerbone's right here. This is the clip. The dumb question is the clip.
What's that?
That clip when you start with that, and then when you get the dumb question, then you get to you saying, "I don't wipe my ass anymore."
I wipe my ass every day. No sensible thoughts.
Yeah, I can't fucking.
And I use wipes. I guess is what I'll say from now on. Not Huggies.
I'm getting off this. I can't say it, but you do. We could go in Discord.
Ready to do. Thanks, Sherry. Thank you, Frank the Tank. Thanks to the chat. Thank you, John from Scranton. Thank you to Dummy, Montante. Who else? Hijaf, Sally So. Buddy was here earlier. Respect the J. The Discord is dead. Join Project Indigo.
We are GV.
We are GV. Ready to do. Thanks, Sherry.
Thank you so much.